Stacks with the facts. King L's, the real contender. Been back in bad business since we was young, man. In high school, you know? That's a fact. Hey, yo, L's. Talk to me.
East Coast sitting down, babe, all down, hey, I'm to the bullet on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, get my tea if you want roll with King. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. If you want top in the old, let it ride. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Pull up on the tick like I check my slacks. King L, D&E, and your guy stats. We don't give a goddamn about your guy stats. To be honest, most of y'all girls guys whack. Step your gang up and roll with the winners. D&E a steak meal. Fuck them little chicken dinners. You will never see a clique of niggas this fly. Never. King of stacks, he's popping like a fish fry. Now nigga vibe, see we on our West Coast shit. Call up the Cali plug, cop them West Coast shit. This is that Lipsy store, cop them West Coast shit. All blued up like we really West Coast friends. We do this shit with style. That's why the ladies love it. Be with their man straight too, so when we out in public. D&E, best flow. King L, stacks with the facts and the let's go.
East Coast sitting down, babe, all down, hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Down south, get my tea if you want roll with King. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. If you want top in the old, let it ride. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Hey, I'm about to. Now you up on the top, about to smoke with the chief. If you know King, you about to roll up a leaf. Look, I don't really dance, but let that ass roll on the D so high. I wasn't on it, but you noticing me. Just like where I'm from, I got her screaming out, oh. I ain't paid for no entry, but she gave me a show. Pop bottles only if it be the Don or the Mo. Here for a couple hours, going counting my dough. Look, I don't really know why they envy me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Kept the gangs in your wine, I'm the same OG. Treat the pro like my shoes, keep the thing on me. Game time, now it's mama mentality, up my salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood, in the casualty. Wear the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 cal in my reach. East Coast sitting down, babe, all down, babe. I'm about to pull up on you, babe. I'm about to pull up on you. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Babe, I'm about to pull up on you, babe. I'm about to pull up on you. Now stop, give my tea if you want roll the key. Babe, I'm about to pull up on you, babe. I'm about to pull up on you. If you want top in the old, let it ride. Babe, I'm about to pull up on you, babe. I'm about to. Hey, real talk, you need to holler at Stacks. If you roping out of weight, he gon' give you some facts. All Frank narcissists call it equal to 6. E&E the cheat code, play the game with a glitch. Reverse the flow like our man Raven ever in this. John B the truth, that's some rhetoric shit. If you looking in the mirror, you should know this is. E&E the life up the L, blocking the shit. 20 miles on the shit, his name said what it is. Down, test, every day was a trick. G-Tron like the hero, friends, times, baby, I'm so hard. My G was just keeping me on this list. We looking down, we still down south, you on this shit. If you want my brother King, that's about the bus, name Vic.
Well, we about to fill they motherfucking head up with this ghetto dope. Time to break these hoes my niggas Bug B, Pimp C, UDK. We hooked up with Master B. We about to bring this shit across the board. You heard? From Texas, New Orleans. Hustler, baller, gangster, cap pillar. Who I be? Your neighborhood drug dealer. A young nigga that's bout it. I mean these no limit soldiers. We get rowdy. I got something for y'all haters. Y'all can't fade us. Ghetto cheese and drug deals, that was made us. Now I'm space age pimping, but not A4. Don't make it get stupid and leave your fucking blood on the wall. About to go psycho and load this rifle. I'm from the project where we all think alike though. Killing ain't nothing but a hobby. Don't make me do a fucking 187 robbery. Like some brand new Jordans, you tied up. You sound like a chicken, so it's time to get plucked by a gangster. Keep one up in the chamber. Don't make me wear your ass like some 85 Wrangler. Now you all screwed up like DJ Screw. Don't have my money, nigga. Fuck you in your booth. Got them better me for them dope fiends. Where I'm from a little town called New Orleans, but blowing up like B12. Niggas don't give a fuck cause they quick to see your ass to hell. The murder capital of the world. When niggas don't give a fuck about you, your boy or your girl. And if you come stunting on them gold things, I'ma have to break you off, son.
Break you off, son. Don't make me break you off, son. Break you off, son.
Don't make me break you off, son. Break you off, son. Don't make me break you off, son. Living.
Hold on.
Set the shit straight, living late on the rules. If a bitch is talking shit, then that bitch gon' have to snooze. Guilty bitch, now what the fuck you said? AK hit the wall, told her stuffing out the fucking bed. I'm looking at dead, a bullet auto. Tomorrow I got caught, I ain't gon' go, nigga. Owe me money, thinking it's funny. Bought a 6-4, I'm about to pull a kick, yo. I need more money, money, more money, money. Took the keys, took the cheese, and fuck this man, honey. Nah, the game is escalated, cause ain't no witnesses. To go back and tell the pawpaws all the shit we did. I'm looking at body hostages blowing skunk. Cause getting rid of enemy to me ain't really nothing. Pimp C bitch 49 to break you out something.
Yeah.
Break you out.
Yeah, man. Y'all know how to play that classic track right there, man. Yeah. What up? Y'all already know it's the better about town. Virgil B, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tune in to E&E Tuesdays. You know the link is right there, brother. You dig, man. Welcome to the show tonight. You already know how me and my brother King Els do it, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, smash that like button. Of course, share on your social engineering. Roll up, pour up. We about to go in. Right? What y'all know about that? Break you off, son. I'll break you off, son. I think that's one of the most classic intros ever. You hear me? Hustler, baller, gangster, trap. Hold on, we gotta have to run that back one time, man.
Well, we about to fill a motherfucking head up with this ghetto dope. Time to break these hoes off. Bug B, Pimp C, UBK. We hooked up with Master P. We about to bring this shit across the board. You heard? From Texas, New Orleans.
Hustler, baller, gangster, cap pillar. Who I be? Your neighborhood drug dealer. A young nigga that's bowed.
I mean, these no limit soldiers.
We get rowdy. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know what I'm talking about, man? Hustler, baller, gangster, cap pillar. Nigga, you hear me? My nigga P, man. What's wrong with this little nigga Romeo, man? What's wrong with him, y'all? How y'all doing today? We already woke up earlier today whenever we did, and we've been awake ever since. So we already got the victory and the glory, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? How y'all doing today, man? It's Tuesday. E&E Tuesday with me and my brethren, King Els. Y'all know how we do it, man. We going in tonight. Tap in and walk with us, man. Like I said, roll your joints up, man. Pour your drinks up. You know what I'm talking about? Pull up a seat, get comfortable. My man XL Pro in the building. What it do, man? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. What y'all know about that ghetto D, man? What y'all know about that down south players? Or down south hustlers, I should say. That's another classic track with Master P and UGK. Of course, this song, Break You Off Something, is off of that Ice Cream Man classic album, right? You feel however you want to feel about P, man. He put out classic albums, man. Nobody else has done what P has done in this damn. Forget about the rap game. I'm talking about the music game, period. You know what I'm talking about? That boy P, man, he's a cold dude, man. But you know, as all of us are, he's flawed, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure he got some character defects, you know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure he's not, you know, the nicest, maybe not the nicest person all the time. I like that about guys like P, man. I like that about dudes like P, man. Yeah. I don't need anybody trying to be nice. You hear me? Men aren't nice. You hear me? Hell, You think P got the way you think P got to where he at by being nice? You think that y'all clearly don't understand business, man. Ain't nothing nice about business. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm talking about? And this little dude Romeo, man, he's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Not invalidating his little feelings or whatever, but he's terrible. You know, both of these dudes is displaying some very unmanly behavior, but more so on Romeo's part. Because if it wasn't for Romeo, we wouldn't be hearing about this shit. And we're gonna get into that tonight too, man. Airing out family business and all that bullshit on social engineering. That's some of the most feminine shit a guy could ever do. And like if me and L just start talking about stuff in the group chat on here, like it's y'all's goddamn business. And that's what this all boiled down to at the end of the day, man. You know, we know these people are public figures. You know, we know they're public figures. You know what I'm talking about? And their lives are up to scrutiny or whatever, right? But it's just some things that as men, fuck all that other bullshit, as men, it's just certain shit that, you know, we just don't do. And airing out personal, family, whether that be your homeboys, your circle of your brethren, man, you know, your mastermind group or your actual family, airing out y'all's personal business via social media is totally unmanly. There's nothing manly about it, nothing masculine about it. It's so feminine. When I think about it, I think about a bitch. That's what I think. I think that's some broads do. That's some bitches do, man. That's not what men do. Especially when you got a man's phone number, you could call a nigga, man, talk to him, man. But you know, nowadays everybody feels the need to come to social engineering to air out their personal things with their family and shit like that, as if the public opinion, the pool of global public opinion, is going to somehow even give them a answer to what they may possibly seeking, a question that they may be seeking an answer to, and you know, not knowing that they're asking a pool of people who, quite frankly, really outside of the entertainment and being nosy factor, don't even give a damn. They don't even care. And another thing that we're going to speak on tonight, too, is how through the phenomenon of social engineering, which we call social media, how people can be amongst a lot of things, right? Total psychological degradation, man. You hear me, man? Offended by the opinions of those who you do not know. That just is so beyond me that I get it, but I still just be like, wow. You know what I mean? Not only that, and then also being offended on behalf of other people. Now those two aspects of censorship, when you think about it, I don't know which one is worse. But I'm going to tell you which one gets on my nerves the most. The second one. It absolutely grinds my gears. You hear me, L, man? It grinds my goddamn gears when someone is offended on the behalf of someone else, especially when they don't know that person. Especially, I could kind of get you being offended on behalf of your peoples, but somebody who you do not know, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's the
What's
power.
good, L? What'd you say, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was saying that's the power of
I'm gonna
social
pull that
media.
mic a little closer or sit a little closer to it.
You can hear it?
Y'all can hear you, but you know, it's kind of like
not a little far away.
Yeah, man. Well, we can hear you though. We can definitely hear you. You all right over there, man? No, can't hear you. No here. Whatever you did, you need to undo it. We can't hear you, El. So don't talk to us like we can hear you because we can't. Whatever you did though, you need to undo it. But yeah, though, man, right? Being offended, right, by people who you don't know, and being offended on behalf of people who you don't know, right? It's terrible. Absolutely horrible. Right? So all this stuff I've been seeing about Romeo this and Romeo that, and I know it's a lot of you broads, man. A lot of you chicks. Oh my God. And these are the same dudes y'all raise up and be talking shit about though, man. If you saying something, L, we can't hear you. Or now we can hear something. Uncle Diggity, what it do, man?
I'm back.
You got your audio right over there, L?
Yeah, we good?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, what was the original question? But before we even get into that, how was your day, brothers?
It's beautiful, man. Truly beautiful, man. I can't complain at all. Or so I say I'm not going to complain at all. Absolutely beautiful.
That's great to hear. So, the topic of tonight is it's a little different one. Something that's been kind of running rampant amongst I don't know what it is with these kids nowadays, the entitlement kind of wave. I feel like it's a lot stemmed from social media, and we're gonna get into all that tonight. So we're gonna kind of basically just break it down, but for the most part, just to kind of give the synopsis, what we're gonna talk about tonight, we're gonna talk about the Romeo and Master P situation, and it's just crazy, man. We talking about a guy that took $10,000 from his grandfather passing away and turned it into a $300 million empire. And like Stack said, not only did it ain't just him that he helped out, but he helped a lot of people, And Romeo, we know that's his son. He set him up in movies and got him albums and even had him competing with Bow Wow for a little point of time when Bow Wow was
that.
So I'm like I said, I'm not one. I don't know about the money situation. I don't know nothing about that. So I'm not going to talk on that
at all.
But I know that he lived a good life. I know he wasn't struggling.
Awesome life.
And it's something that's been popping up more and more. We seen it with 50 Cent's son. We seen it with Will Smith kids. So this is something that's starting to become like a trend. And I know a lot of people, just regular people, that go through it with kids. And I think it's one thing with this social media and the validation that it brings, that instant gratification and unrealistic expectations it brings and puts on these. And instead of it putting them ahead and making them better, I think that's the one way that social media and all this is making it worse. And their character, like giving them character flaws in that sense, So
it's turning them into goddamn it's turning them into goddamn brand control and consume
fucking uppity broke motherfuckers. They're identifying themselves through labels and brands. This is how you know the indoctrination is working on astronomical levels, because it really has convinced poor people that they can be rich. Or not so much as be rich, but live like they're rich.
And little Romeo, man, I mean, that, like you said, for one, that's something, that's your pop. So that's something you could have called and had a conversation at the house. That ain't nothing that you want to put out there, even if you feel that way, you know?
And that's my whole point right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I totally agree with you on not speaking on all the stuff he was bringing up about P's money and money he owed and all whatever. I'm like, man, listen, man. You instantly in my mind, L. I'm telling you, instantly in my mind, I'm thinking this nigga sound like a bitch, man.
I mean, the thing is,
bitching, bro.
He gave everybody a career, and I'm one of those people where I believe, like, you know, you got to like, he taught people how to fish. He didn't just give them shit. He taught them how to fish. Like, he taught them how to survive in the music industry, in the entertainment industry.
Right.
So, you know, if you do a bad deal up front, or let's just say you get out of a bad deal later, you still know how to move in that element. So if somebody gave you the game to survive in $1 million industry, like, where, you know, that's what you used to making. So if you don't use that knowledge that you got the whole time you was there, you know, it's kind of like the beans and hoes situation.
I like that, Uncle Diggity.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's just crazy, man.
The luxury of not having to wear the same drawers twice has to be earned by a man and should not be given to a boy.
Yeah, you could tell. And this is what happens is, you know, it's that fine line of, yeah, we want to give our kids something that we never had, but we also can't miss the values that we were brought up with. And I think I kind of always sit back and say this, and it's not criticizing or critical to nobody's parenting, but I just notice a lot of new school parents, you know, they do like, all right, yeah, it's cool to spoil your kid, but also make them understand the value of a dollar, because this is what happens when they don't understand the value of a dollar, because they've always seen the glitz and glamour. And a lot of us, you know, that's what we do for our kids, man. We don't want to see them. We don't want them to have to see us struggle. Like, maybe we seen our parents struggle. And I ain't gonna lie, like, we went through it in my house too. So I don't like this type of behavior, because it doesn't paint a real picture.
Yeah.
And when you do these outbursts, of course, the media just kind of takes the clicks and just runs with it, creates their own narrative. And now you got a father and son beefing online.
Feuding with each other online and shit.
Over what? I mean,
over some shit that should definitely not be discussed online. Social engineering, for sure. That's definitely something to be had at the dinner table at the house with the family, and we hash this shit out like that. How are we gonna do it? You leave mad or whatever, but when we ain't gonna do is tweet about the goddamn shit. That's what we ain't gonna do. And that's where this social engineering shit is fucking the family familial, not familiar, familial structure. My nigga Glitch to guarantee what it do, man. Yeah, that's a good question, Uncle Diggity, man, because you know, when we raising our child or children, we tend to do it so in a way that was opposite, or what we would say is different than what we came up, but in all actuality, we're actually going to raise them very much in the exact same way that we were. Maybe I dare say a little bit worse. And given the state of our current situation with this social engineering and this technology, with the access they have to information and a plethora of other things, just stimulating them on levels that we have not experienced. You understand what I said when I just said that? They got the phone in their hand and they can just Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Bigo, TikTok. Just constant stimulations, neurons firing, dopamine are flowing, but no synapses being created. Did you understand what I just said? Said no synapses is being created. They're actually being destroyed.
Glitch in the building. What up, brother E&E? You already know what's good.
You already know, Mr. Guarantee. You already know, man. E&E is here. Exactly. Certainly. You did. I'm drinking water over here. I know L probably sipping on some tequila or something like that. Some scotch or something like that. I'm over here sipping on straight agua. Chill agua. Because that's what I like to drink. You hear me? But yeah, though, man. So we're going to get to a video, man. We ain't going to sit here and play with it. We stay with it. You know what I'm talking about? We okay with it when we is, but when we ain't, it's an issue. You did. I just think this is just sad, to be honest with you, man. My man Chaos Rain hit me up in the messenger. Uh-oh. Curly Things versus Brittany Renner. I can't believe y'all dudes let this white girl trick y'all too. That's how I know a lot of you niggas is fuck niggas, man. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about no hoes, and when it comes to these bras, y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up, man, for real, man. Straight like that, man. Niggas need to shut y'all's goddamn mouth. You niggas don't know nothing about these niggas. Don't know nothing about these hoes. L, man. You hear me, man? All these so-called goddamn dating coaches and weak ass manosphere. These niggas don't know nothing about these bras, man. You know what happened to my brother L? L, you got a little sun fuck going on over there. You hear me though, Glitch, man? Uncle Diggity, man. You hear these niggas, man? We come up on these niggas, man. You niggas need to shut the fuck up, man. For real, man. Most of you niggas, 90+% of you niggas, man, when it comes to these bras, y'all do not know what y'all are talking about. Shut up. Y'all making niggas look bad, man. And when I say men, I mean as a whole. Especially us who actually, know about women for real, for real. You niggas need to shut the hell up, man. Y'all be talking all this shit on fucking YouTube and y'all still ain't getting no hoes or no pussy. Y'all the type of niggas, most of you niggas that be on here talking about these bras are the type of niggas that chicks hang out with, kick it with, and then they come hang out with niggas like me, man, and get them cheeks clapped, man. Y'all niggas need to shut the hell up for real, though, man. I'm trying to wait for my brother L to come back in. Uncle Diggity, facts though, man. I'll be listening to these dudes. I'll be like, man, all you niggas sound the same, like y'all all been reading from the exact same book of manosphere talking points. Like y'all all say the exact same shit. I don't hear no personal experience. I don't hear no real game. I don't hear no real insight. Very few guys. Most of y'all niggas sound like fucking parrots, man. Goddamn it, parrots. Just repeat. Shut up. You niggas don't know nothing about none of these bitches, man. You hear me? Nothing at all. OG, what it do, man? You hear I'm talking about OG, these fuck niggas on YouTube, man. These niggas be talking about these bras like these niggas actually know what they talking about. And when real ones be sitting back here listening to y'all, I'll be just like, man, you niggas actually listen to these niggas. Like, people actually listen to these niggas. And this ain't no hating right here, man. Because if a nigga saying some shit, that's some slick shit, I'm going to be like, man, dude, I fuck with dude, man. Like, right? But most of you niggas, man, and I try to be fair because I'm a journalist. So I have to be fair, and I have to listen to a range of you know, eclectic content, if you will, right? But and I gotta be honest, when I listen to most of you niggas, man, y'all niggas sound the same and y'all sound corny and lame. You know, I ain't knocking the hustle, you know what I'm talking about, man. But if y'all gonna be giving somebody something that they charging that you're charging them for, at least give people what they money paying for. At least give them their money's worth. You hear me? We ain't out here trying to beat nobody, or what y'all have calling now such a beautiful term that means elegance and doing things to the best of your ability. Now y'all just call it finessing niggas. So the best of your ability is taking somebody up top, scamming them. Dumbass niggas, man. It do, don't it, OG? It's hard to front on here, bro. Real ones can hit. That's what I'm be trying to tell these niggas, Uncle Diggity, man. So all you motherfuckers out there that say, oh, you niggas hating. I don't give a fuck about no subscriber numbers. I don't give a fuck about how many people watch this shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit, man. I over, enter, out of extra stand how this shit works, man. You hear me? It's the unintelligent artificial intelligence, man. I don't expect to get a lot of subscribers because it ain't a lot of real motherfuckers out here. So I don't expect to get a lot of subscribers. I really don't. I would rather have a nice solid army of about 1,000 than to have 100,000 of just goofy motherfuckers just want to hear some shit, hear somebody talk about something, or hear the latest whatever they think they're going to hear on their favorite whoever. Goofy motherfuckers, man. King L's trying to come in, but it's no homo. Joint ain't connecting. I don't know what's going. You know, L, man, his Wi-Fi situation, I ain't gonna say it's janky because I ain't gonna, that'll make it seem like my nigga don't pay his bill or some shit like that, and he definitely do. But I think it's just the area where he at. I think it's like one of those areas. It's not so much as a dead area, but you know, like it's like one of those areas where the Wi-Fi just ain't Wi-Fi. Yeah, they ain't firing. Nah, Glitch, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. For real, man. On some real shit, though, Glitch, man. You already know, man. Like I said, man, people come in here rock with me. This is my nigga right here, Glitch, man. This guy knows me. I've been knowing him about 15 plus years, man. You hear me, man? About 20, damn near 20 years, this guy Glitch been knowing me, man. You hear me? Like, you know, about as solid as they come, man. You hear me? And I'm a very great discernment of character. And when I listen to a lot of you guys, y'all sound like fuck niggas, man. Right. A lot of disgruntled niggas from high school who didn't get chicks in high school. That's what a lot of you niggas sound like. And just like my man OG said, it's like I said, y'all all reading from the same play, but we listen to y'all all sound the same, man. I don't hear nothing different. I don't hear no nuance. Right? Y'all was y'all paying attention earlier when my brother Red had his show going and old girl, he was playing a little clip of, and the old girl just saying nuance, like shut the fuck up. I hate when a chick learns a new word and she tries to use it in every aspect of her speech and when she speaks. Like, girl, if you don't shut the hell up saying that goddamn word, girl, damn. Shut up. Learn a new word and just think you're just so Smith. Shut up. Using it out of context and everything, man. Goddamn, man. Nah, but for real though, man. I'm trying to wait for L to come back. I don't know what's going on with L. Goddamn it. With his Wi-Fi, man. Maybe I need to drop the link from my brethren again, man. Glitch, man, why don't you come up and take this nigga L place real quick, man, till he come back in with his old janky ass Wi-Fi, man. L, you in the clouds watching, man. Come on back in, man. What's going on, man? You need to change your browsers. You need to get the Firefox joint. Nah, but real shit though, y'all, man. For I don't even really mean to be talking about this right now, because we supposed to be talking about P and Snoop. I mean, I said P and Snoop, P and Romeo, man. But I want my brother L to be over here with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just gotta keep it 100, man. Niggas can say I'm hating if y'all want to, but look, real ones know me, man. I got no reason to hate that, and that's feminine too. To say you hating, that's some gay ass shit to say. Let me that's some fun boy shit to say. We got my brother King L's back in the building, man. You turned the Wi-Fi on, man. You kicked it up a notch to the 6G. Take your mute off.
Can you hear me?
You sound kind of low.
What the fuck is going on?
What you got going on over there, man? You need me to come over there and tweet some stuff for you? We got my man Matt Seward in the building. He was just on the show a few weeks ago. What it do, bro?
Yeah, I don't know my damn.
Nigga Matt said L got that Boost Mobile. Welcome to Boost Mobile.
Computer tonight. Shit on some. Hey, it ain't. Hey, man, they don't want us to have the real talk tonight.
Yeah, man, we gonna have the real talk though. We gonna figure it out. And if I can call you on the jack or something like that, nigga, we gonna get straight to it.
Yeah.
You hear me?
It can't stop us.
It cannot stop us, man. The unintelligent artificial intelligence can't outthink us. It can't outcompute us, but it can't outthink us. Know the difference between the two, man. So my brother L, man, you know, yeah, we got my man Matt in the building, man. He said that nigga L got that Boost Mobile. Break you off.
Yeah, this damn computer. I don't know.
I had the article. Oh, here go the article right here. Okay, let me put my glasses on, y'all. So I can read this goddamn article, man.
You got Uncle Diggity in the building, OG in the building. What up? What up?
Yeah, you know we got the brethren in the building tonight, man. We got the brethren in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying, Uncle Diggity, man? Real facts, though, man. I don't give a fuck enough, though. I mean, I only talk about this shit because, you know, I'm a content creator. I'm a journalist, man. This is what we do. You hear me? In my journey of this journal, I'm a journalist. Who said that? Mm-hmm. What's that? Say something, L. Yeah, L, you over there borging and some more shit, man. Yeah, my man Sue, my man Matt in the building. Yeah, tap on in, Matt, man. You know, we about to get straight to it as soon as L get his Wi-Fi system. You know, he froze up over there, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, you might want to switch that old might want to switch your you know what I'm talking about, switch your you know, your ISP, brother. Switch that ISP. Oh, I ain't mean to teach, but I might as well teach real quick while my man glitching in and out like my man glitched the guarantee. You did. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, subscribe to that Patreon. Y'all see it scrolling across the scene, man. Don't ignore it, man. Go ahead, sign over to. Go ahead and sign up to the Patreon. I'm telling you about some of them episodes that y'all been emailing me about. They on there, man. Y'all can go watch whenever y'all want. Share on your social engineer, man. Pay that little $5 a month, man. That ain't nothing, man. To rock with you, support your brethren. You hear me? That ain't nothing, man. You spend that on more than that on a cup of coffee, man. You know what I'm saying? Little bitch holding the 2 snakes on the cup, man. Y'all go send her money all the time, man. You're talking about go ahead to that Patreon. You did. But nah, though, man. ISP, Internet Service Provider, and ISP, which is a play on the word ASP. Y'all know what an ASP is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what an ASP is, an ASP. Yeah, man. I don't know what my man L got going over there, man. He ain't even too far from me, man. His shit shouldn't be even borging out like that. You know? Yeah, man. L just keep handling it. I'm gonna just go ahead and read this article, man. We're gonna wait till L get his situation together. Now, hold on, let me bring it up on the screen so y'all can see too, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's the beautiful thing about having a Patreon, man. If YouTube try to flash it, you can just take it off and put it up on that old Patreon. You know what I'm You know what I mean? Master P addresses Romeo Rift for the first time. I love you, but I won't tolerate disrespect. Master P and his eldest son, Romeo Miller, have been thick as thieves since the day he was born, but an unforeseen rift has recently grown between them, and now both men have addressed it on Instagram. On Saturday, December 17th, Miller shared a poem directed at his father. A poem? That was a poem? Which included the words, "How was the media one day your best friend, and then the next liars?" The line alluded to Master P's recent post calling the Shade Room the devil. Miller also touched on his mother and P's ex-wife, Sonia, who he says weathered the dragging of media for years. Oh my gosh, this nigga Romeo, man. This nigga Romeo done sit up here and turn into a shout out to my other Joe from Chicago, Sinful to P. He done turned into a single mama right. He done turned into a motherfucker. I love my mama, but I hate my daddy ass nigga. Why, man? Because Pops make you work for some money, man. You think he's gonna keep giving you money, man? These niggas gonna keep giving you money, man. You be doing the Black Keys of Excellence shit. I covered that event, my nigga, Columbus. That's a nice event. It's an annual thing, brother. You know. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about right now, do y'all? Y'all head to an organization called the Keys to Black Excellence. I don't know if that's a Columbus, Ohio situation. All right. Master P, catching wind of his son's post, responded via Instagram on Sunday, December 18th. He wrote in the caption, "I wouldn't wish this on no parent, especially when you try to do everything you can for your kids. At Romeo Miller, what's the plan? You are either part of the problem or the solution. I love you and the door is always open for you, but I won't tolerate disrespect. I haven't talked to you or seen you in months. God knows I'll try to do my best." Right? That's what P said. Master P and Miller's public discourse comes 7 months after the No Limit founder's daughter and Miller's sister, Tatiana Miller, rest in the Essence tour, died from an accidental fentanyl overdose. Master P makes note of her passing in the accompanying text. "This new generation of kids need to stop blaming their parents for everything," he wrote. "How do they think they got to where they are without their parents making sacrifices for them? Mental illness is real, and so many families are tragically affected by it, especially when there is added trauma like death of a loved one. Social media is not the place for healing, and most certainly is not. Son, I love you. Stop trying to get people to feel sorry for you, and let's come with a solution. You can come talk to your father and your family like a man. You have kids too. No family is perfect, but together with God, we can heal and get through this," which is a fact. Right. Master P was instrumental at propelling Miller to chart glory in the early 2000s. Upon releasing his debut in 2001, Little Romeo, the No Limit album landed at number 6 on the Billboard 200, selling 99,000 copies its first week. It was officially certified gold by the Record Industry Association of America. Those sums of bitches. That's an organization. Look, I'm going to have to go in on the RIAA. The RIAA is an organization that most of y'all are not aware of and don't know how far and how deep, pause, their hand goes. Yes, OG, a Marquise Jackson too, you little ungrateful son of a bitch. You hear me? I don't give a man. My Romeo sound like a broad, man. It's like a straight broad. Right? Master P was instrumental at propelling, right? Master P was perpetual at propelling Miller to chart glory in the early 2000s. Upon releasing his debut in 2001, Little Romeo, the No Limit album, landed at number 6 on the Billboard 200, selling 99,000 copies its first week. It was eventually certified gold by the recording. Y'all get y'all's pens out and write this down, y'all. The Recording Industry Association of America. Please go do some research into that organization. The RIAA. The equivalent of the FBI of the music industry. Since then, Miller has gone on to appear in the WE TV series Growing Up Hip Hop. And that's the article. Right? Right?
Hey, Stacks, did you already read the post that he posted?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's basically what the whole article right there was about.
Yeah, exactly, man. That just terrible, man. I just hate to see kids like that, like especially the ones that grow up with all the, like I said, I don't know
All
they
the
like,
opulence, all the affluence, not a
yeah,
need or care or want for nothing. Like,
some of us had to really go through some real shit to get to where we at, and didn't have a parent to even put us in the career,
right.
So
Position where we ain't gotta like do nothing. And let's be clear, y'all. And I gotta come up for this because this is some real shit right here. Because my nigga Uncle Diggity touched on something real quick, right?
Yeah.
Let's be clear about this though. The only reason why Little Romeo was popping back in the day when he was popping, because of who his daddy was. It wasn't because his music was hot. His music was marketable, but it wasn't hot. It wasn't classic. He didn't drop no serious bars, no thought-provoking anything. He was basically something that they put up in opposition to Bow Wow to give him a competition because rap is a sport and it has to be competitive. Oh, and it worked out It worked out well for both of them up until recent years.
Right.
When the stars start fading, when the true cornball lame you are starts to emerge.
What's crazy is I thought he still be doing like little indie flicks and I seen him pop up in little roles and shit, so I thought he was still getting his money doing his thing on his own.
He's more believable as an actor as he was ever a rapper.
Definitely. I thought that
some Uncle Diggity, that go for a lot of these YouTube niggas too. These niggas be believing their own hype, man.
Yeah, man.
Name one song off a Romeo album outside of that shit he had when he did the spin to Michael Jackson and shit, man. Name one song outside of that, and
he had a couple joints. I give him. He had a couple.
I know he had a couple of joints. I just can't remember it right off bat, but I know he had I got a mind to play that joint. I think I'm gonna play it a little bit later too. But I have to play that break you off something, man, because you know what I'm saying. I rock with my brethren P up into a certain degree.
Right.
When I was a kid, but as an adult, when I, now that I'm aware and privy to certain things, I don't look at P the same, man. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't got nothing to do with this situation whatsoever. Let me be clear. You hear me? And I'm not so much as defending P, but I'm defending manhood and proper order and structure and acting like a little bitch. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of us men feel like Romeo acting like a little bitch. But check this though, L. And I know you've seen this and you probably noticed this as well, right? What I noticed is a lot of chicks, you hear me, L? A lot of chicks is coming to this boy Romeo defense. I'm just saying, toxic masculinity and then shut up, man.
Yeah.
You mean having a pair? You mean being a man?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Go ahead and talk to him.
I mean, that's what they want you to do. At the end of the day, they don't want none of the values that we grew up on. Like they just kind of trying to reshape and redefine how people should be raised. And that's one thing I was just talking about earlier. Like some of the things that our parents did for us, it seemed to work because it seemed like our generation was one of the last generations that at least had some type of common sense. Like, these kids nowadays, they smart. They way smarter than us. Like, I'll keep that 100. They in this, digital age. We grew up in the analog, and we kind of pushed through to the digital, and we pick up on it, and we smart with it. But these kids grow up in this digital shit, and they way smarter than we was when they, we were at their age, and they got access to a lot more than we did. So
Right.
it's just crazy to see that parents don't at least instill a lot of those same values that we grew up with. Because I don't feel like, yeah, we could have tweaked a little bit of how our parents did, but it wasn't too much that we should have tweaked. And I think that's where a lot of these kids get that false sense of self entitlement, like we was talking about earlier, also because they, it's just a different world. That instant gratification that they get, social media make it feel like everybody living a perfect life. Got all these TV shows and shit, drama filled. It confuses the hell out of them. And like you said, this whole attachment to, like, it's crazy. You hear the movement is always strong, like protect black women, and that's something that we naturally do. Like,
Right.
I don't like. Yeah, I've always heard of domestic disputes, and I've seen all that. Like, and I would never ever let any of that go down around me. Like, I've been around where the shit I had to break up shit between homies and they chicks, like way back in the day. And it'd be like, you know, I've never seen nobody not protect a woman when they were in that kind of realm. Like, I was even watching a conversation that even reminded me, like, back in the day, like, even if women would fight or something, like, men would break it up. Like, you know what I mean? We wouldn't like let that shit go on. For one, like, back when people did what they did, like, it would make the whole scene hot. So you ain't want people to just be doing wild shit like that, for one. But you know what I mean? Dudes ain't like, nowadays it's that phone. Like, everybody want to tape and get it on video. All this now. So
Everybody want to go viral.
right. So, instead of breaking it up, and then we see like a lot of this shit that happens out here, people get killed, fucked up, get really hurt, because back in our day we would break shit up. That's why a lot of us had a lot of fights and still here to talk about it, and we didn't have to go home and pull guns, because a lot of these shootings come from, I'll say it come from because a lot of y'all don't want to get y'all's ass whipped. And then if you get your ass whipped, shit, you might go viral. And instead of doing that, you want to portray some image that, oh, I ain't soft. Back in the day, if that happened, like, you had to still go to school, and you still had to, if you was gonna fight again, you was gonna fight again. If not, it is what it was. Like, you win some, you lose some. Just like Pop said in Friday, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. And it happened more than not back in our day. Like, it was some instances where some shit happened. I ain't gonna always act like it was peaches and cream in our era, but we scrapped a lot more. People was willing to scrap without pulling a gun. I don't even think y'all scrap no more. I don't even think that's a thing of the past. Like, dudes don't really fight; they just shoot now, and it's sad. And it
These little
all
niggas
goes
can't
back
fight, man. These little
to,
niggas
like,
can't fight for shit. A
it's
lot of
just
these little niggas is
mentality.
a lot of these little niggas is bony and skinny as shit. Can't fight worth a damn. You'll punch one of these little niggas and probably break their clavicle or some shit. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'll be looking at these little niggas be looking bony as hell, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hit them with a body shot, man. It'll be a wrap.
Oh,
You know what I'm
breaking the
talking
rib.
about? But yeah, though, man, a lot of what El was saying is true, though, man. You know what I'm saying? So we about to listen to my man P responding to all of this. We gonna take a gander at this. Let's go, fair use.
Today a sad day because I gotta get out of character and put this on the internet, which I don't want to do. But I try to call my son. People say, "Why you call?" I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo, like, if you've been in the business for as long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man, and if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you're not listening. That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people, but you can't get mad at me because I really thought this was about, the only reason I entertained this on social media, I thought that was about the DJ Twitch post I put up, and I thought it was about my daughter's death. I thought you was grieving. Mental illness is real. But I want to tell all the people out there that just don't understand how bad my heart hurt. Romeo lost a sister, but I lost a daughter. And for any parent that's going through this, because I know death can bring people closer together or it tear them apart. But I come from nothing, y'all, and I could go back. I'm cool with it. I won't be angry at God. I won't be upset. I won't go get mad and be disrespectful to my parents and none of that stuff. I just say, Dad, thank you for putting me in this world, now to get out and hustle and go do my thing. But that's the problem. When you take kids and you kind of like protect them from the real struggle and the pain, and you don't allow them to deal with their own consequences. And then when they grow older, they, oh, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people will go back and look, you've been shining for a long time.
Long time, Romeo.
All you gotta do is pick up the phone and call me or come to the house and holler at me. The saddest thing about this is what the people want to see. They want to see destruction. So if you destroy me, what are you going to do for the rest of the family? Are you going to take care? You told me on the post that you put up, oh, you go take care of people in the community. That's what you're supposed to do when you come from that. You go help people. I'm just not helping ungrateful people. I'm not an ATM machine. People can't just say they love me when I give them something. I'm tired of that, y'all. And any other parents, you could be rich or poor at a small level. You might give your kid $10, but if that's all you got, I've always fell off, got back up, hustled, did my thing. I'm tired of all these blog sites and all this stuff, poking and having fun. Y'all can. But I'm about to go back to work and do what I got to do. I love my family. My door is always open for my son. To be honest, because we shouldn't have to go through this. And if I'm wrong, forgive me. I'm apologizing to you if I'm wrong. I'm still a work in progress. I come from nothing. Everybody go through trauma. I'm dealing with this right now, but I love going out into the community and helping people. That's the way I heal. Allow me to heal. I don't have to be sitting around moaning and crying. And I can't get my daughter back. But I can get out there and keep a legacy going, keep a name going. So let's do this in love, and let's do this in peace. Because this is what the system wants. Think about it. We're stronger together. But you older now. So you got to lead by example for the rest of the kids. And we can get through this. I'm just telling y'all, keep y'all prayers. We need it. And God gonna do what he got to do. You know, I'm not gonna come on here no more. So bloggers and everything else is cool. Whatever you want to deal with Romeo. Whatever y'all think he's saying is true or whatever, that's cool too. I can live with it. I'm at peace now. I had to speak my piece.
So Master P.
That was some real shit right there.
What think about that, man?
Yeah, that was dope. I mean, that's how you're supposed to address it. I mean,
I was afraid of public humiliation. One thing Uncle Diggity say, I was afraid of public humiliation people are. It's funny how they race to get the next person's humiliation on camera for yeah, that's terrible, man. That's just horrible.
Especially while they grieving, like he said, they
it's like you need to wipe your lens off, whatever you need to wipe the lens off or something. It's like real smudgy, look like blurry looking.
I don't know. It's the mighty.
You need to wipe something off or something, man, like something that's smudgy or something. But yeah, though, man, that was serious right there, man. You feel me, man? Put a one in the chat if you felt where P was coming from, man.
No, he definitely.
Man, and as a father, man, do y'all feel as a man and a father? Do y'all feel where P was coming from? Put a 1 in the chat if you do, 2 in the chat if you don't.
Yeah, he definitely broke it down the right way, though, because that's how family's supposed to move, man. You can't just be giving everybody. It do get to that point where moochers just come around, especially when you at that level.
Right.
And like you said, I ain't just passing out golden chocolate bars like we in a Willy Wonka chocolate.
I'm not made of money, nigga.
Nah.
I done gave you the game. I done gave you the game. You done been in it your whole life. How is you not eating? How you ain't right?
Yeah, and you know he the type of guy that's going, if you need to get it, like he gotta hustle. He always dropping shit. Every time I see P, he promoting some new product.
Right,
So
every single time.
yeah. So he always innovative with his ideas and the way that he market his stuff and the way that he go about doing what he do. So it ain't nothing to ask him like, hey, Pop, I'm pretty sure if they just dropped the Snoop cereal the other day or whatever I saw.
I heard about that.
Yeah, if Romeo came to his pops and said, hey, let's do something, he could get it popping. But Romeo already is his. This is the thing that gets me. Romeo's already his own brand.
Yeah.
He should be able to, like, come on, we all know Romeo. It ain't like he's some nobody that got lost in the mix of the shuffle. Like, we know who you are, bro. Go do a movie.
Right.
Like, go work, go get something. Like, come on, bro. Like, it just don't make sense to me. Like, I'm sorry. I get this probably all just comes from the grieving process, and it might be some little disputes in the family going on. You know how this kind of stuff come about.
Yeah.
Like it's something personal, it's something else. I think Pete kind of touched on him a little bit, like he said. You know, everybody going through the grieving process, and you know when you've heard of it where people go through stuff. Like I've lost people, and you see sometimes how it could divide your family up.
Right.
Like it's crazy. You would think it would bring a lot of people together, and that's the whole idea that you would want to happen, or you would imagine it's supposed to happen. But yeah, I've even been through it in my family where some deaths brought people together and some drew people apart.
Totally
And sometimes
destroyed.
it just depends on who it is and how people approach it and how people grieve differently. People get older and think things should go, you know what I mean? It's just, and you can't ever, Romeo, like I said, like with this, especially this was very emotional. It was very emotionally charged when he wrote it. You could feel it coming off. And it's something that you just pick up the phone, call, and say. If you could write that shit down, he could have just called his dad and said that. I'm pretty sure they ain't on terms where they can't have a conversation on the phone for at least 30, 40, 50 seconds. You know what I mean? He could have read that post to his pops or some shit. And like he said, if you take me out, who's going to take care of the family? Because, you know what I mean? Obviously, if you're talking about you struggling for money, how you gonna take care of the family? Why would you take the top person, the top money maker out for some shit like this that don't even make sense? Like we all know that we don't know if he is a good dad. That's that's kind of to who is pertained to if he's a good dad or not. But I'm pretty sure he took care of his situation. So I don't know, man. I respect fathers that take care of their kids, period, man. I had that level of respect for fathers that do that. So I can't call nobody a bad dad that was there in their kid's life and instrumental to them in any kind of way. Like, that just is disrespectful, like, to me. I don't like to see that type of shit. How you feel about that, Virg?
I mean, roughly the same. You feel me? To be honest with you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Hey, it pissed me off a little bit to see shit like this, man. Like real shit.
Like I said, though, like I said earlier, bro, you know what I mean? Like it just I'm with P, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
When I first see P responding, I was like, damn, I can't even believe P's doing this though. But after seeing that, and then you heard what the brother said. He said, y'all ain't gonna hear nothing else from me about this via no social engineering. Y'all go talk to him, talk about Romeo, whatever y'all want to believe out of what he say, that's cool too. And I just think that when it comes to family stuff, man, like I said in my pre-recorded, when it comes to family stuff, even though these are public figures, certain things need to be kept private, man. And the first thing Romeo couldn't wait to do was to run a social engineer like a little bitch.
Yeah, man, it got these kids warped, bro. It got them in this. mental fog where they always, like I said, they instead of saving situations, they pulling that phone out, man. The phone is detrimental, you know. They take out that lack of awareness. Like I said, that common sense. That's the difference between like really our generation and their generation. If they had our common sense replaced with their smarts that they have now, because how smart they are, man, they'd be unstoppable, man. These kids would be building nations and shit like that. But they just don't have that combination, man. Very few in between do you find a kid nowadays that has both, you know? And even if motherfuckers was dumb in our era, they had common sense to, you know, move through. Like, you can be smart as hell, but if you ain't got common sense, you ain't gonna know how to survive out here.
That's a fact.
You know, well, what's the point of being a smart motherfucker that can't survive out in the streets? like I'd rather be dumb with common sense and know how to take care of my family than somebody that's smart as hell and can't even rub two nickels together. Like, you know, like it's levels to it. And our level, we knew the difference of honing both of those skills, and our parents taught it to us. And it was something that, like I said, I think social media stripped it away in these phones. The access to all this shit and the need to want to be seen or be popular by either being on the video, doing some shit, or just being the one to record it to get all the likes. Like, it's all about that like factor and all that, chasing viral and some type of
right
15 minutes of fame, man. That's what it's all about nowadays. And
yeah, willing to sacrifice your whole integrity just for 15 minutes of goddamn viral fame.
yes, sir.
Pay attention to the word viral. My man King L's in the building, man. E&E Tuesdays. We sit up here breaking this damn thing down. You know what I'm talking about? Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, all that. You see it scrolling across the bottom of the scene. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's time for a brief intermission. Yeah.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to that Patreon, like, subscribe to the page. You already know what it is. E&E Tuesdays, all day, every day, no days off. Got a nice old crowd in the building. Uncle Diggity in the building, you know. Matt Seward. Make sure y'all go check out Matt Seward if you ever in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, hit his spot up. He got a residency up there. You go see him all week. He shut the show down. We played that a couple weeks ago. Check out the live show that we did, that Virgil and Matt did. That was a great interview. And you'll even get to see a performance on that interview.
Yeah, it was dope. The girl got dumb vocals. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a brief intermission, man. Roll up. You can roll something up. Go rejuvenate your drinks just like I'm about to do. And you know what I'm talking about? We're gonna listen to this classic track right here. A lot of y'all youngers might not know nothing about this right here, man.
That's it right here.
Yeah.
Rest of the essence of Pimp C, man.
Well, live and direct, break your neck to get a peep of a true and living goddamn fool. I came to sweep you off your goddamn feet. Now bet that sweet and get back. Looking for action, retaliation, and reaction. This where that shit at. Click clack, that's that pistol. Bullets cutting wind, make a fucked up ass whistle. You know it's your dismissal. Now this'll nip it in the bud. For my brothers in the pen, every day I got to bust 2 nuts, nigga wood. I put it down, keep putting it down. So I advise those to not fuck round. It's that underground. Bitch, you couldn't cut the sound. We blow up. Hold up. Wrong move, but it's time to call the first. Family to handle these niggas, cause we are the worst. You bitch niggas laid your eyes on. I'm so for sure that these G's going 4 for 4 and blow for blow. It's Silk, Master P, and UGK. Front door, front row. Slow it down, ho. You know.
Players from the South Stack G's.
Flipping tight on that white with that candy on them
goldies. Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that
This is that shit,
candy
bro.
on them goldies.
Ah,
Players from
this
the
that
South
shit.
Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. Fools hate the P cause I'm body. I got them black soldiers on and I'm riding. Ready to bust on the nigga that talking shit. I'm bad like Jason. You compare me with them other niggas cause I ain't free basic. Y'all niggas gone on that fried black. I had fucked more niggas in the game than a quarterback. I got them G's, them killing them keys. I'm fucking them jabbing them G's. I'm tripping them T's. Trying to make this dope into a quarter key. Ask me where I'm from, New Orleans. Where them niggas in the project be ballin'. Slinging that iceberg and fly rings. Running from the sirens. Don't know how to comp or work the fuck out of triple B. Eliminate niggas like Calgon. If there was a motherfucking band, I'd be a baritone. See the P is from that motherfucking Cali, yo. Where them niggas boot up with gold teeth, don't give a fuck about it, ho. If niggas stuntin' on that wall to wall, you know we bout it, but I don't give a fuck about seeing no motherfucking tomorrow. And won't stop, send me to the pen. I won't stop till them motherfucking Saints go marching in. Players from the South Stack G's.
Flipping tight on that white with that candy on them goldies. Players from the South Stack G's.
Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies.
Players from the South Stack G's.
Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. 1, 2, 3,
You know Silka G.
all about that motherfucking mayo.
Mayo.
Gold on my ride
From backside to side.
You know a nigga all about them sayo.
I'm fucking around with some nigga that front and stunt. Nigga ask your bitch ass to come in from that third world niggas. In other words, I run this shit right here. For them niggas that blows, I be like blasted. Watch the ground get full of smoke and watch I get ghosts like Casper. Shit ain't gon' fucking change, nigga. I think not. Cause I be on the same block, same house, same spot, same block. Put more rocks. Fuck what you heard, recognize what I be saying. Bitch, I ain't gon' never gon' die. So when you just came after P called me up, I was a hustler. I wasn't surprised. Bitch, I'm be the man to stand. I'm bound to make a meal. Whoop, that is y'all haven't heard, y'all bitches will. Believe me, I got 2 for 3, 4 for 5. Holla at your boy if you need me. And bitch, I'm out.
Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies.
It's crazy because that was one of my favorite shit versus that. One of the ones that he stayed in shit the whole time too.
Every bitch that I fuck, you have to bring 4 18-wheelers, fill up from back to front. Cause I'm Pimp C, bitch. Ain't no mistaking. Niggas trying to get the cheese, but bitch, I'm getting the bacon. And wood and candy, just the everyday thing, rubbing blood. Because you like the way that fifth wheel and that grill look. Cause I be coming down, nigga, my heart be true. I'm fucking your boo, I'm bumping that screw, nigga, what's up with you? I live it rep for you, nigga, he had it coming though. I represent my shit, cause nigga, I can't be no hoe. And just because we do perform, bitches be thinking that we don't have a fucking pocket full of songs. I done drunk Miller with killers, sip syrup with murderers. Keep a boot in my mouth in case you bitches ain't heard of us. Nigga, I live for the rush, I live for the crush. I'm down with Rick and Royal and the motherfucking flush. Yeah, and the
Pimp
motherfucking
C, R.I.P. Pimp C, y'all.
From the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies. Players from the South Stack G's. Flipping tight on that white with the candy on them goldies.
Now I got to holler at Port Arthur. And all them motherfucking niggas in Texas, know what I'm talking about? I know niggas be hollering Texas just cause it rhyme with Lexus, but see, we just cool like that. And understand that it ain't all about this rap, boy. I'm telling you, I told you. Huh.
What y'all know about that, man? Y'all young punks out there, man. Players from the South Stack G. That was my nigga Billy. Shit, rest in peace to my nigga Billy, man. It was his song. Right there, man. You got to take it back for y'all one time for your mid-eye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got to get to another article. You feel me? About to get to another article. This is just a horrible situation for it to be playing out on social engineering and like y'all it is. You know.
I didn't have a.
Oh, that's wrong.
South Stack. Jeez, that's our shit.
That's that classic shit right there, ain't it?
You know, Pimp C, man, that UGK, man, they just hold a special place in my heart, y'all.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna talk about dude too, man, because he acting crazy.
UGK, man. Hey, if anything, I recommend y'all young cats, if y'all gonna go back in y'all's history, y'all want to dig and y'all want to get on some player shit, at least try to learn a little bit of G and how to move out here with a little common sense. Go get you some UGK in your life, man. Go get that ride and dirty. You know what I mean? Go put that in your arsenal. Make sure you ride out to that. That'll put some real game up in your life at least, man. Listen to some real shit.
Gotta say that, man. Y'all see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and do us right. And go ahead and hit that old like button, man. You know, tone back. Yeah, man. We getting straight to it, man. No games. We ain't playing no games whatsoever. You did.
Hey, Virg.
What's up?
You remember when Pimp C was beefing with Jeezy and he told them niggas, he said, y'all niggas in Atlanta ain't the South. Y'all niggas on Eastern time.
He said, Atlanta ain't none of no South. He said, y'all ain't getting that shit. He said, y'all ain't getting that shit for no Tennessee. Now I know Atlanta.
He said, y'all niggas in it. Say y'all got Eastern time zone. Y'all ain't in the South. Oh shit. That was wild, man. Pimp C. Hey man, make sure y'all do y'all shit on. Do some research on Pimp C, man. I like Pimp C, man. He's a real one, man.
Yeah, he definitely, you know.
I know Stacks got some shit on Pimp C, probably. You know what I mean? He definitely has some shit going on. I know Pimp C, man.
I could get into this on a later date, on a later show. I could do a whole entire show this morning. But Pimp C was exposing some shit, man. They had to get him up through because he was exposing shit that he had no business talking about.
Yes, he did. On that last interview, he was talking some shit.
He mentioned names and everything. So what I'm saying is, man, when you get into this rap game, Pimp C being the real nigga he was, man, he wasn't with none of that shit. Like, hold on, man, I got exposed to this bullshit. And then, you know, unfortunately, what happened to him happened to him.
Yeah.
He said 16. It's 17. We're gonna play that in a second too. Now that you brought that to my awareness, though. But let's look at this though, man. We're gonna look at the homie Charleston White, man. Everybody feels some type of way about Charleston White. I really don't. I see through him. You know, but you know, I take the you know what I take and I leave what I leave when it comes to guys like this. You hear me?
Right.
Big A provocateur energy.
You got all these celebrity friends. Why you can't put yourself in a position to go further since your daddy done already put you in position?
Yeah, I seen this one too. This is a good one.
Yeah, shout out to Yada TV, man. Good content over there, man. You know, I watch a lot of their stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Go sit over there and
yo, what's poppin'? We back with some more of it, and we got Charleston White
Now we know Romeo Miller and Master P, father and son, has been at odds the last couple of days. Romeo's been speaking out. He said he tried
Go over there,
to
subscribe to
his
Yacht
father.
of the TV,
That
man.
didn't work. So his last resort was social media. But Charleston White had a lot to say. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Say, y'all listen to me. As a black father, I've been involved with my kids' life since day one. I just want to say, listen, somebody tag Master P. Somebody tag Master P right now. I stand with Master P, homie, as a black father. See, when you got one of them old spoiled kid like that little boy Romeo, little spoiled, the little bit of small, he been entitled, ain't never had to struggle for nothing. Your daddy took $10,000 from an insurance policy and became a multi-millionaire. Your daddy just didn't feed your household. He fed many households and many other kids. For you to grow up, you really like a Nickelodeon baby. Now, I'm saying, you Romeo Miller, I'm with your daddy on this one. That's why I tell you, sometimes you gotta say, them kids. Remember them kids grow up and go to talking how Romeo talking, take his out the wheel. Don't leave his. If that little boy is Romeo Miller and he's struggling from check to check, he dumb and stupid. And listen, didn't the boy go to college? Say, Romeo, listen, you went to college. Your daddy put you in a position where your dad ain't got to give you nothing. You talking about now? Here it is, and I'm in the airport right now. But I just heard Master P. It break my heart that a son will grow up and bite on him like the way you biting on your daddy. All you spoiled kids, 50 Cent kid, a Will Smith kid, you need your kid. Your daddy done put you in position, right? Didn't you have a rap album? You say, well, I ain't got no money because my daddy had to pay taxes. Who been feeding your long head? Who been feeding you? Then you complaining about, we've been staying in the same house since I was 18. Say, stupid kid. Listen, that's a sign of a man that has stability, that's stable. You know how many people wish they can stay in the same household from when they were 18 years old? That means your father has been stable with stability, maintaining what he done got. What's wrong with you? Say, man, me and my son will fall out like I done pump this off into your mama. But you know how hard it got to work to bust to make a baby? Say, now listen, you know how weak it knees and leg get to get your little stupid grip, and then when you get here, your daddy is a millionaire. You don't know what it's like to go to bed hungry. When you get on there, your daddy Master P, body. Your daddy's Uncle C Murder, your other Uncle Silk to Shaka. You were rapping with Bow Wow as a little bitty boy. What's wrong with you? What are you complaining for? You know what it is? Sitting around listening to your mama. Sitting around listening to your mama. Half you little old boys that's mad at your dad, that's your mama's anger. Your dad wasn't even around. You been riding on go-karts with you done had mopeds and all kinds of shit. Post babies can only dream of having. You grow up. Oh, you wrong, Romeo. Your daddy right. That man had to hustle. Now listen, I'm gonna end with this. So, you know, been to college. You got all these celebrity friends. Why you can't put yourself in a position to go further? Since your dad and I already put you in a position. Your dad done put a whole bunch of people in a position. Why you can't do something for yourself? Say, I'm working check to check. Start selling dope.
Hell no. He told that nigga start selling dope. This nigga Charleston White is funny as hell, man.
Straight comedy, bro.
Start selling dope.
He's straight comedy. Yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Uncle C Murder did. Go down to one of them Calio projects and get you an apartment and start selling dope down there like your Uncle C Murder did. Just sitting around waiting on your goddamn daddy to give you some money. Wasn't he dating that Angela Simmons girl? If I was Romeo Miller, I'd sell celebrity. Oh, you another man. You another little Boosie boy. Another T.I. son. Yeah, little old boy. Then you a handsome little fella. Just you ain't ugly like T.I. son. You could have went to. I heard didn't he model? Didn't that boy model for a little bit? He didn't know what to do. Your daddy said you didn't want to listen to nobody. Have you been listening to your daddy, boy? You be way farther than life. Say all little boys, y'all come look at Romeo. Do y'all see what happened when y'all listen to your mama? He talking about mama was right. Your mama was lying. Your mama just mad. Master P had some on the side. Listen, boys and girls, your mama go say something about daddy because daddy got another on the side. Now, daddy may be horrible to mama as a husband or a boyfriend or baby daddy, but it could be a good daddy. See, don't let these mamas trick y'all just because she done caught your daddy cheating with 75. Don't do that. Don't. Your mama was right. Your mama didn't know what the she was talking about. I bet she still with him. Yeah. Nah, man, I hate little boy like this here. Your mama was right. Your mama just talking. Your mama just talking from a broken heart point of view. Yeah. Romeo. I don't like Romeo no more. I don't like him. I don't like him. Man, I'm telling you, I don't like him. Say, listen, I'm telling you, if you start selling dope, prove to the daddy you can make it. From where we looking at, Master P have done a great job putting his family in position to be better and to go farther from where he went. His uncle over there, that man go to prison because he wouldn't listen. He went and bought the Calio project and made it into a try to turn it. Say, now here it is, you Romeo Miller. Listen, let me be Romeo Miller. Didn't you go to college? Did that boy go to college? You went to USC too. And then they had the Children of Hip Hop channel, didn't it? Romeo. And I hope my boy, listen, I hope my boy don't do none of what you done did, homie. Your daddy sounds so crazy. You try to make it like your daddy, he's speaking on the dead man Twitch. And my sister, he didn't speak. It's easier to speak about somebody else because now you can relate. When your child, when his child died, homie, he couldn't relate and understand it. He had never gone through it before. He couldn't process it. Now here it is, cause your daddy won't give you no money, and you done got broke. All he knows is his daddy giving him some money. Sit him down in the ghetto sometime. Let him go hang out with some of them goddamn cousins that might get him in trouble. You know, just hanging together. You should have been talking to C Murder more when he was calling home, and he says, "Hey, where nephew at?" And you was somewhere playing a game. Say, Romeo, your uncle C Murder on the phone. Tell him I said hi. I'll talk to him later. You should have been getting on the phone, boy.
That's some real shit, though.
He don't know how to do nothing. How old is Romeo now, y'all? How old is that boy now? He in his 30s? Oh, boy, this would be the perfect time to go to jail. Your 30-year-old Romeo Miller in jail, boy, it'll break the internet. And I'm telling you,
he's saying some real shit, though.
Oh, listen, Romeo.
Wow, but it's real.
Start pimping.
Become
the but start. Oh, listen, Romeo. Start pimping.
First he tell this nigga start selling dope. Hey, Uncle Diggity. First he start telling this nigga start selling dope. He said, man, sell dope. Like, fuck it. Then he said, if that don't work, fuck it. Try your hand at some ism. Romeo ain't got a pimp bone in his goddamn body. He better not try that shit.
Not by this.
He really speaking some real shit, dog. I say, man, I totally disagree with most of the stuff this guy right here say. I know who type nigga he is and who he is and all that, but that whole video was straight facts, man.
Yeah, that was probably the best one.
Ashamed of himself. Romeo ought to be ashamed of himself running to the internet like a little bitch. Talking about some, you ain't really make this money and you make that much money. And yeah, my mama was right. Man, you sound like a bitch, man. There's a lot of you niggas out there just like that too. You old, like my sis, shout out to Simpleman. You old single mama raised, hate my mom, love my mama, but hate my daddy ass nigga. There's a lot of you niggas out there like this, man. Mama was right. Oh, Jody ass niggas.
Real shit.
Man.
Hey, that's some real shit though. It's unfortunate, man. Niggas is ungrateful, man. Like shit,
Grateful
man.
as fuck, man. I mean, god damn. I mean, he only made a $300 million company that created generational wealth for y'all's whole fucking family. Like, god damn.
Right.
Disrespectful, man. Disrespectful as fuck, man. This nigga sounds just like a broad, man. Did y'all, man, hold on, let's pull up. You got the tweet that Romeo did? Or Instagram?
The Instagram, you talking about the actual post?
Yeah, you got it.
It was on that thing I sent you.
What thing you sent me? What thing you sent me?
The original article I sent you, I text you your phone.
Oh, to my phone.
Yeah, it'll be on there. Yeah, but this shit disrespectful.
Man.
Yeah, man, I'm just tired of these kids, man. I hear it way too often. Like, just amongst parents I know, like, it'd be the same story over and over. Like, and it's kids that you see parents that put in work, and you know parents that don't put in no work. And it's just the level of kids that you raise. Like, sometimes, you do the right job. You raise a kid that's very humble, that really just respects like the household. I don't know, man. It was like in our era, we didn't have to. I'm not saying we should have, but it wasn't like no say. It was like what happens in the house stays in the house type vibe. That was the way my household was ran. If you kind of even said anything outside the house, it kind of was like, you gotta keep the house business in the house. And even with your family, like, your family, yeah. But what happens in the house, your family is like the intermediate, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sister, that's a different standard of family, or it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a sacred type bond. That's the kind of shit I grew up with, So when I see this new generation that don't respect that, don't move like that, right. And it just gets me. But I'm like, all right, I get it in a sense, because nowadays, like, we just try to make it so easy for the kids, so they don't have to go through what we went through. And I think sometimes our grind and the way that we lay it out for our kids, we give them the game, but we don't give them the instructions. I think that's I could describe new age parenting. We give them the game, but we don't give them the instructions how to play it, and it kind of backfires sometimes. Where we think we're doing a great job.
A lot of the times it backfires. Most of the time it backfires.
It do. Because I'm trying to tell you, like, this situation happens a lot. This ain't just no rich, like, please don't think there's just no rich problem. Like, this I know myself, at least 8 people that went through the same thing.
Right.
With their kids, where I done seen people fight systems to get their kids. Like me, I could just keep it on men. I ain't even gotta talk about. And I know women that went through this shit too. Like, where I seen them go through hell for their kids, fight systems to get sole custody as men, and just do whatever they can for their kids, and still to get to a point where a kid might say, like, yo, some shit like this, where like, we know Master P, like, come on, Romeo, like, out of all the niggas, you are not the representative of the Lost Daddy cause. Like, please do not try to take that road. Like, nigga, you was born with millions. Like, your dad could just, like, come on now. We're not going to talk about that. That's disrespectful to all us who had to go through some real shit as kids. Like, it really is. It's insulting our intelligence, and it's real disrespectful to anybody that had to go through real shit. And I'm sorry, like, we're not going to let Lil Romeo be any kind of representative for a bad father's club. It won't happen. It will not happen. This narrative has to evaporate very quickly. You can find way different fathers to try to pin this on. I don't know. I gotta check and see if Master P's trying to buy some shit right now, or he trying to get involved with something. And this is just a PR slander somehow that they trying to stir up. But it has to be something behind this kind of propaganda they try to put on Master P. We gotta check into that, Virgil. If he's trying to make any additional moves, I know he got the Snoop cereal that just launched a couple days ago, but is Master P trying to make some? Because you always gotta look behind some of this propaganda shit. Sometime, like, what is that person maybe trying to do that the media or the machine might not want them to do? Like, sometimes it could be some shit like that. Little Romeo, these kids are easily influenced and programmed. Remember that, because they're social media kids. They're easier to program than our generation. We can see through a lot of that bullshit that they can't see through. So, that's why we gotta give them that game. But until then, like, we gotta always keep that into account too. Like, Romeo, even though he trying to say his mom and all this, the propaganda monster still blew this to be top page story too. Because it didn't have to be, but it is. Right. So why did they blow this up to be where it is? Like, that's why I always say, sometimes you just gotta check behind all that shit. Like, is Master P trying to make a move that's bigger than what we think it is? It could put him on a different scale, And now they trying to knock something off of him, like his fatherhood or something, to try to make it where it's bad business to do the business with him, because he's very independent, like super. He's the most independent motherfucker. Like, he was the first nigga getting 80-20 splits on his end. Y'all should go watch that documentary. That was a dope documentary. I watched that. It was like a four-part series. The No Limit documentary, but a lot of shit I didn't know about P popped up in that documentary. I thought he was always in the South, but who would have known he blew up in the West Coast first? You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, rock with Master
Romeo
P,
is 33 years old, man.
Yeah, he was old, but he was making moves though. He was always about making moves, and I said, I advise y'all go watch that documentary that he made. It really give you a good idea of, like, he was the first real independent. Like, I thought it was Luke, honestly, but then when you watch the documentary, he was the first one getting the kind of split that he was getting from major deals. Like, I don't need y'all. Like, y'all need me. Right. I need 80%. Y'all could take 20%. Like, I'm already doing millions out of my trunk. Like, what the fuck do I need you for? Like, you need me. Like, he was on some shit. He was the first person. Like, it wasn't no Jay-Z, it wasn't no Puffy, it wasn't Dr. Dre, it wasn't none of these niggas that even maybe got more money than him. But he was the first person that really did it solely independent, to where nobody could take nothing from him, and he controlled everything that he put out. And if you lived in the Master P era, whether you like No Limit or not, you couldn't dodge in the 90s those plastic CD cases with the stickers put on them, because he was putting out 2 or 3 CDs every fucking week of everybody in his camp. Like, it was a new nigga every week. Like, niggas you didn't even know existed on No Limit was popping up with an album. If you could get on the mic, he was putting an album out for you. Like, that's really what he was doing. Like, when you talk about ghetto dope, that's what he was inspiring, like, music. Like, what we see today on social media and the way artists could just dump shit on y'all now, that was the master. Really, all that shit was Master P. Like, doing that shit back and dropping shit on niggas every fucking week. Like, if you went to the record store, like back then we had to go in the record stores to actually get music. I know there's may sound kind of foreign to a lot of our listeners, like, but you couldn't just stream shit or get on your phone. Everybody didn't have
Right.
cell phones. Nobody had cell phones really back then. Like, this is the 90s. Like, only doctors and like millionaires and like nobody I knew had a cell phone in the early
Right.
90s when we're talking about. Like, we're talking about like
So,
90s.
nope.
Yeah, this is 90s, and like these niggas was back then. Like I said, like they was like the streaming platform of music. Like these niggas literally was putting out albums every week. Like shit was crazy. And this is back when niggas was maybe only put. See, now y'all got niggas that do that. They put albums out every month and shit. Back then, your favorite artist might drop once a year if you was lucky, once every 2-3 years. You know what I mean? Like that's how music was back then. Like it built up the anticipation, but yeah, back then niggas didn't drop. Like you'd be happy if a nigga was featured on a song or something, at least your favorite artist. But yeah, you didn't have music like y'all got it now. So if you think it like how shit is now, Master P was like doing it like that back then, and he owned all that shit. So could it have been some bad business deals? I'm pretty sure, but shit, at least you got to make some money. You got to go on the show. You got to go on the road. Like, I'm sorry, like to me, Verge, if it would have ever happened to us, I could always put it in the context of us. If we would have ever like signed a bad deal, but we got to like rub elbows and be in the circles, learn how to still do shows, how to do all this. Like, how long are you in the deal for? Like, at least once you get out, you should know the difference in how to sign a good deal. Some of these niggas sign a bad deal again. After that,
And again and again and again.
so how many times can you really blame the one nigga for a deal that was your first deal? Like your first deal, you probably, I'm sorry, like you do got to prove yourself.
Right.
Like that's another thing about instant gratification. That like it could even go to the rap
Takes
game.
away the work ethic, man. You ain't feel like
Yeah.
you gotta do shit where you feel like you entitled to it, huh? Or like you obligated to some shit.
Yeah, your second deal should be the double up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Don't sign nothing crazy like a 10 album deal in your first round. Like sign it, you know what I mean? They should sign about two album deal, 2 nice pieces of work, okay, or at least 1 album deal, and then you get it popping. Like let's renegotiate. Like nowadays y'all got it good because y'all got streaming platforms, so y'all get to build y'all's audience. Y'all get to start making money before y'all even get with record labels. Like back then, niggas didn't have that. So Little Romeo is being very selfish. That's to say all this. You gotta think his dad was putting niggas out every week.
And he's being very girly.
Like
I gotta say so myself.
this nigga's dad had
This nigga said, "Dad, please stop reading the comments and editing your caption. I'm the one who set up the family meeting to talk after Ty death. That meeting was regarding us disrespectful for being transparent. I pulled up to the crib time and time after that, and you deflect. I've texted you countless times, and you replied and deflect. Social media is the only way you communicate. Now you want to talk. Anything to protect that image." That nigga sound like a straight bitch, man.
Yeah, that's some wild shit, man. I'm sorry.
I'm about to post this shit. This nigga Romeo's a broad, man.
It just wasn't a good look all the way around. Like that
It's
ain't
not. Really not. It's really not. It's terrible for real. It's horrible, man. I feel for both of them that have to be put out on the public. That we even able to be talking about this shit. This ain't none of our goddamn business, man. And to be quite honest, I really don't give a fuck about this shit for real. This is their goddamn family business. We should not even be hearing about this shit.
Nah, I know, but the thing with this is that it's just a way bigger issue because this ain't just it. It's crazy that we see it from a rich kid that's saying it to this extent, but it just magnifies what, like I said, like I know personal people. I went through. I'm going through some shit like this from like one of the stepsons. Like, bro, this shit's crazy. Like, you can only provide a life as good as you could provide for a kid. And maybe the shelter that you provide sometimes could put people in a disarray. Like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, all you could do is just still be there for your kids. Like, you know, like I felt what Master P said. Look, I'm not gonna hold your hand, but at the end of the day, we family and I'll be here, but you know, I ain't gonna do this on this. And then you leave it at that. And that's what it is. Like, cause I'm not going back and forth on nobody on social media that I, you know, really know.
Not with no family member over some family shit. Hell.
Nah, you
Nigga, we ain't ever gonna be discussing that shit. We're never gonna be discussing this level of family business on fucking social engineering. Quay, what's up, baby?
Never. Not even a possibility.
Yeah, that nigga Charleston White said, "Yeah, nigga gonna start selling dope."
Right.
Real shit. He told that nigga Romeo go get a pack, man. Then he told that nigga start fucking with some. He told that nigga go get some hoes, start pimping. That nigga Romeo, listen, Romeo Miller don't got one pimping bone in his goddamn body. He better not ever take that advice.
No. If anything, he been tricking his whole life because he got the bread. Like them niggas. Yeah, them niggas got bread, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Your pops is, you never had to want for nothing, man. Like he said, you ain't never had to want for nothing. You were not the nigga for this cause to be trying to lead this militia of the daddies club that left us. You know what I mean? You cannot be on the song with Beans and Jay-Z, you know, Daddy and all this. You can't be on that song. Like, your dad didn't leave you. Like, you're not that kind of guy. Like, you didn't go through that.
Can't even rap for real. You suck for real.
I mean, he didn't even write his own raps back then. You know, back then they were just propped up.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't writing them raps. Like you said, he was there to compete with Bow Wow. Like, you know, Bow Wow didn't start. I don't even know if he wrote his raps even on some of the mixtapes that he made.
Now, peep the connection, L. Peep the connection. Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow, Snoop, Master P.
Oh, I heard that while this is going on was ironic. I didn't get to tap into the story. Maybe you might want to bring it up, but I heard that Bow Wow and the Brat somehow got into some little beef, which is ironic. Like the Brat was kind of like she was the first one to build up So Def, and then Chris Cross came, and then Bow Wow later. But I heard they was beefing, and I'm like, what the hell going on, man? Like, what's up? Like, even Bow Wow,
the hell is that?
The Brat, like, So Def would be So Def without the Brat. You know, like you were saying, Biggie, even though So Def was what it was, like Jermaine Dupri was great at finding stars. Let's not knock that. Like, he had Escape, he had a lot of dope acts. Like, but we gotta be real. The Brat was one of the biggest stars of that shit.
No doubt, like, without a doubt.
I went to go see the Brat before in concert. Like, she was fire. Like, I went to go see her with Chris Cross. I ain't gonna lie. I was actually going to the Chris Cross concert, and the Brat came out, and I was like, who the fuck is this? This motherfucker is dope. Like, I don't care if she is a girl or whatever. Like, I'm like, she is fire. This is before she even really came out all the way. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Romeo wild, man. He just gotta stop it, man. This ain't good. This ain't good. Man. Yeah. This ain't
he
real.
Definitely gotta relax. He definitely gotta relax, man. For real.
I mean, Quay, yeah, he definitely is hilarious. For sure.
I'm about to read his response on Instagram again. He just sounded I just read this. This is exactly how I hear it in my head, him talking, man. Dad, please stop reading the comments and editing your caption. I'm the one who set up the family meeting to talk after Ty death. That meeting was regarding us disrespectful for being transparent. I pulled up to the crib time and time after that, and you deflect. I've texted you countless times, and you reply and deflect. Social media is the only way you communicate. Now you want to talk. Anything to protect that image.
That is fucked up, bro. Like,
that sounds so fucking homo, man. That sounds so fucking fun boyish, so moist, so zesty, so sassy.
It just don't have no, definitely no masculinity in there at all.
That was sassy as hell.
I don't even want to make it masculine, like, because even a woman, because I feel
that
like
nigga Romeo sassy as hell for writing that bullshit, man.
Because even a woman ain't going, like, it's women I know that wouldn't even do no shit like this. You know, so it ain't even a man-woman type thing. Like, this is just some old flaky ass shit, bro. Like, Charleston White, what Charleston White say, he should write his ass out the wheel.
For real. Nigga, you gonna bring desecration to the family name like that, nigga? Off you go.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a petty ass nigga like that too. Like, but
off you go, you bitch ass, you little bitch ass nigga.
But I feel like I could like I be writing my will. I do my shit every year, but it'd be crazy, man. Like how people be so, I don't know, man. I just think at the end of the day, that's all we can do, right? If we gonna talk about solution-based content, I just hope if y'all listen solution-based content, just make sure, just keep it cool, man. Even when your family be haywire and going crazy and saying wild shit, at the end of the day, just respond with just kindness. And I bet it'll kill them inside even more if you act like you didn't give a fuck about that shit. And then you could, go in whatever, even if you do feel a certain way, just don't let them see that shit. Never let them see you sweat. You know what I mean? Because I swear, man, that killed people more than anything. And when Master P, like Sack said, when he got on and did it, at first I was like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do it. But I get what he was saying. He kept it 100, he kept it a trillion in that video. And, that was a good response. But then Romeo got to come back with this shit and then double down on this shit. Like, you gotta sit back, bro. Like,
you gotta fall back, man.
Let it go,
man. I'll be done punch my son in this motherfucking man.
Let's just cut that motherfucker off. Hey, Buzz, when you over here sitting on M's, bro, you know what? I'm gonna cut your ass out the wheel, little motherfucker.
Flat out. That nigga Charleston White crazy. That nigga Charleston White told that nigga to start selling dope, man.
Right. You better start selling dope. That's what you tell you. Look, for the next couple of years,
he definitely is that type of nigga, Rob, man. Hey, Glitch.
Oh,
that's
God.
exactly the type of nigga
Take
Romeo
my ball
is.
ass home, man. Nigga, bro. For real.
I'm about to tell you what type of nigga this nigga Romeo is, man.
That's exactly what he is. What Rob said, I'm gonna take my ball. That's exactly them niggas, you already know that, and it's so funny because sports player niggas, them was the worst niggas ever, bro.
Nah, that nigga Romeo, he was this the type of nigga he was too, right? Nigga, he was the type of nigga when you go play the game in his house, he say he got first joystick because it's his game. Looking ass nigga.
Hey, then you beat his ass on his game, and then the nigga want to like unplug the game.
Unplug the game and shit.
Or like, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta please do not pay no attention to this shit. Don't give even us doing this podcast. Like I said, this is about parenting and not letting these motherfuckers create this narrative about parents off of this bullshit, because this social media shit gives these kids a false sense of power. And sometimes when you got a big audience, you can really blow this shit up. Like I said, they putting this shit out here for a reason. Like, because this is some straight bullshit. Like
humiliation on P's part.
You grew up in a crib that had a 24 karat gold bathtub. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. My fault.
Matter of fact, hold on. Did Romeo have his own crib though?
Yes, he did in the backyard.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull that shit up, man. This bitch ass nigga. That's what I'm saying, man.
Bro. You remember that?
This nigga Romeo's a whole ass nigga, man.
Yeah, he was on cribs as a little kid because he had a crib in the backyard of his dad's house. Like, yeah, bro. A mini crib with his own little, all kind of shit. Man, this nigga ain't, come on now, man. This is not the representative for the Deadbeat Daddies Club. I'm sorry. Y'all not gonna let me rock with that shit. Hell no.
Most celebs hit the big time in their 30s at the height of their careers. But for some lucky kids, this fame hits when you least expect it. From famous parents to the talent in the right place at the right time. Get ready to feel envy as we're going to meet some incredible young people who've got it all, fame and fortune, and not afraid to use it. Born 1989 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Lil Romeo is the son of music legends, rappers Master P and Sonya C. Signed at just 5 years old after he rapped to his dad, Lil Romeo hit the big time in the early 2000s when his debut single went platinum. Not content with being a rapping sensation, he starred in his very own TV show.
That nigga P was tripping with these goddamn braids and them fake ass shits in his hair. What's up with you, New Orleans niggas wearing them damn weird braids? What's up with that nigga had kinky twists in his hair, man? This nigga had kinky twists, man. This nigga P had kinky twists, man.
Hey, man, man. He's trying to make his hair grow, bro. You gotta let him live.
Crazy, man.
You gotta let him live.
Scholarship to play for the USC Trojans. So this 12-year-old kid has accomplished more than I'll ever manage in my lifetime. I wonder what his fifth like.
I'm Lil Romeo. Y'all about to see my crib. Come on. First of all, I want to just show y'all my living room. Yellow, green, orange men. We call this right here the competition room because everybody trying to compete. This is where the losers sit at. I don't like to sit right there because when you lose off the game, you gotta come sit right here and wait your turn. The winner is sitting in these chairs right here. I'm the winner, you know, so I just sit in these right here.
Not right here.
This is one of my favorites in the house, the fish tank. These two big fish right here, they don't go nowhere without each other. They call school fish. They watch each other back. It's a mini me of my dad's fish tank. My dad got the big gold fish tank with all the big fish. Well, I'm trying to get up there, I'm trying to. I got the chandeliers right here, came from Italy. My dad got the bigger version. Y'all come check out the rest of the house. Where my dog at? Come here, darling. Come on, boy. Oh. Go play. Well, I always wanted a movie theater in my house. Just control everything about in this room. We got the DVD player, the laser disc. They send me a laser disc down, and I watch all the movies. We got all the Master P Platinum plaques. I'm still waiting for mine right here. It'll be right there soon. Let's move on to the studio. Well, this right here, this is my studio, my home studio. I make my whole album over here. You make beats right here. I put a CD in here, I'll be scratching stuff. This is the same keyboard that Stevie Wonder used. That's real tight right there. Whoa, y'all wanna know what Romeo have in his refrigerator? Gotta have my juice, orange juice right here, right here. Butter for my mom to cook. You know me, I'm a kid, so I have to have a lot of freeze pops. Freeze pops, freeze pops, freeze pops, freeze pops. Pizza, ice cream, some more ice cream. Well, right here, this the game room.
Can't believe this is the nigga complaining.
People always wonder why my shoes so clean. And they don't believe me that I have like 1,000 shoes and I only wear them about twice or once. Right here is more shoes. I don't really know how many I have, but I think I'm blessed.
He's definitely blessed.
Well, now we're going to the master bedroom, my room. This room was custom made for me. All my fan mail. I got drawers full, boxes full.
You feel me?
This nigga does not have the fan mail.
Nothing. What OG say? People was getting so much money. The kids had cars when they were. You feel me? When the Quay said, she said, I saw that documentary. P worked hard for what he has. I had no idea he was in Richmond for real. Just thought he said it in the song because of the life he lived after music, not before. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
man.
Richmond heavy. Like that's what I was saying. He was out there in Oakland, all that shit. Like, he had that shit popping. Like, he was the one who started getting them niggas popping first. And he, like, a lot of people don't understand, he was a big force behind the Bay Area birth. And when they started getting popping, and then he went back down south. And he brought a lot of them niggas down there that came down south with him too.
Right.
And I didn't know that. That documentary, like I said, y'all need to go check that documentary out, because I didn't know a lot of that origin story behind how he really got to where he was. Because all of us, you gotta think, back then we didn't have social media. So by the time we seen Master P, this nigga was making, he was the first nigga we knew that was a hood nigga that was making his own DVD, his own actual movies. Like, you know, that About It was like a hood legend movie. Like, oh shit. Movie sucked like a motherfucker. It was horrible. But to us, it was still something that we all would watch because it was like a legendary type moment. Like,
that nigga said Friendly.
That movie was horrible.
He said, bitch, I'll crush your head with this motherfucking can. Don't you ever disrespect me.
Right. But we are still watching to this day because it just is legendary to us, because it was the first rapper to make his own movie. And it was dope to us to see that. Like, you know, what's crazy back in the day, as much as niggas might have been haters, niggas wasn't really haters like that back in the day. Niggas really like rock with niggas back in the day. Like, we supported niggas. Like, I don't know, the narrative of niggas, like in the 90s, niggas supported niggas. We went to nigga movies. We went to go see Belly. We went to go see all the black movies. We went to go see anything that was like black, like back in the day. It's crazy. And I ain't the one that's gonna be on the whole black like wave or none of that. But I'm just saying, like, we really did. Like, the TV shows, we watched the TV shows, the Fresh Prince, the Martins, you know, anything that came on that was like a black TV show, the Living Singles, like, we rock with that shit, like, no matter what. Even how corny they may have been, whatever it was, we still rock with it. But somewhere along the lines, they made it to where now we be like, if it's a black brand, we had talked down on it before anything. And I don't know when that shit flipped. I'll say like when the 2000s kind of like, I would say like after like, I'll say like 2005-ish is when I started to see like the flip a little more. But yeah, I don't know, man. But this little Romeo shit is wild, man. Y'all see this shit.
This shit wild, man. It's crazy, man. You got anything you want to say in closing, man? So we ain't gonna drag this shit out too much long, man.
Nah, we let this shit roll because it just, at the end of the day, as parents, you know, I just want y'all to know, like, you know, as long as y'all there in y'all kid lives, it don't matter how much money you got, it don't matter none of that shit. Like, you know, as long as you teach your kids the right values, how to maneuver through life. We talk about solution-based content right now. Like, that's the shit that really hold weight. Like, you know, the money, yeah, we can spoil our kids to how much we want to spoil them, but we got to make sure that we just give them jewels that we was given. And we got to kind of at least be stern in those ways to make sure they receive those. And I know these kids nowadays, they ain't receptive. When you try to talk some real shit to them, a lot of them shut down. They don't want to hear it. it's like, like, and it's like, I get it. And we sound repetitive like a broken record, but you know what's crazy? That's the same way we used to act. But we still at least heard it, even though we was like, oh, it's like blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, now, as we are adults, those same lessons that we was maybe talking shit about is the shit that we apply to our lives to this day. And we even, I know me, sometimes I'll be like, I used to talk shit about what my dad would say a certain thing, or even the teacher, or whatever it may have been. But at the end of the day, you would come back when you older and like, yo, that shit was right. But at least somebody was telling us that shit. I don't think we tell a lot of our kids this shit because we like don't want to like badger them or beat it in their heads. But it was beating in our heads, and at least we could look back and we get it now. Right. And it's better to do that than to not give them no jewels at all. Like, I think that's selfish if you got the jewels and you got the game and you don't give it to anybody. So let alone your kids. So make sure y'all do that at the very least. Beat it in their heads. How to be stand-up people with good morals. Make sure y'all do that because that's something they gotta walk in this life with. And you don't want to learn later in life when you got learn on the fly. Like I see too many people try to do that and they fail. So, that's all I can say if we're going to talk solution-based content.
That's what we do over here, man. That's what's up, man. So make sure, y'all pay attention to the banners scrolling across the screen. Nigga L, thanks for coming through. You already know how we do every Tuesday. So you can get back in the queue if you want, but I'm about to go ahead and play a song and go ahead and end this show, man. I'll holler at you, man.
You already know, bro.
Yeah, man, y'all know what it is, man. I gotta agree with Charleston White when it comes to this nigga Romeo, man. That nigga's a whole ass nigga if you ask me, man. He sound like a broad too, man. Not that I was ever a fan of Romeo, but that just really made me not ever want to be a fan right there. He look like he's just a bitch ass nigga to me. That nigga sound like a goddamn girl talking about all that crazy shit. He's talking about that goddamn Instagram post comment. Yeah, man. I know y'all like tonight's show, man. This is a good show tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. We're going to, it wasn't so much about P and Romeo. This is more or less about respecting your father and, you know what I'm saying, as a son and being a man and standing on your O2 and not, think you're supposed to get a hands out because your dad had it popping and was a rich nigga. You know what I'm talking about, man? There's a lot of guys that fit this character on mad different spirits, man. There's a lot of guys who is just like Romeo. You know what I'm talking about? Listening to your goddamn mama like she know what the hell she talking about. Shut up. All right. Anyway, man, tomorrow night we getting it in. Y'all make sure y'all want to tap in tomorrow night because tomorrow night's show, man, you hear me, man? It's going to be going down tomorrow. You know, tune back. We're going to be discussing some real life shit tomorrow, man. We're going to be discussing this goddamn it. You hear me? We're going to be discussing the hatcheries are here. I've been telling y'all about the hatcheries, man. So we're going to get into it tomorrow, man. Y'all ain't going to want to miss tomorrow night, man. Wednesday night tomorrow is going to be fire. I trust y'all, man. Just like tonight and any other night, man. Y'all see the banner rolling across the screen. I'm about to leave y'all with this classic song, man. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, smashed out and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Just pay attention to the banner. Appreciate everybody coming out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow night, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? E&E.
What's up with all y'all true niggas? Residency, True Edge, Kevin Miller. This your motherfucking Colonel of the motherfucking team. What's up, Big Boss, nigga? I got C Murder with me. Silk the Shock, Big Mo, Big B, Noah, Big Man. We know limit soldiers. Big Pope, we know limit soldiers. Mr. Servo, we know limit soldiers. We know limit soldiers. We know limit soldiers. We know limit soldiers. Nigga, so bitch, get your mind right. Cain and Abel, bitch, get your mind right. Skull Devery, we are you. All y'all motherfucking soldiers. I thought I go. Nigga, I'm busting the lows, but I'm hitting them down with jokes. Y'all niggas on the rope. Got your hoe on the scope. Bitches watching me, jocking me, niggas blocking me, cocking, cause I'm the hardest motherfucker.
Out here rocking, I got the game in shades. Got the niggas in blaze. I got them hoes on the raid because the nigga get paid. I got niggas from coast slinging my dope. Got niggas and G's and rolling keys to record stores. Get paid with fatals. Niggas hard and tails. Niggas turning the tailors, but niggas living like potatoes. Get chopped up in gangs. Niggas running my name. Master P up in chain. Izzy Daly's a man, but I be busting. Hustling. Niggas ain't trusting. I'm a soldier. That's why niggas ain't trusting no beat or no nigga. Hope or no sucker. Fiend or no clucker. But ready to hustle with boulders. Bigger than your shoulders. Running from the rollers. Gone on that doja. Cowards despise. Soldiers we ride. Killers with attitudes but ready to die. Cause chickens get plucked. Hoes get fucked. Turkeys get stuck. And niggas get cut. Ready for combat. My gat with my whole head. Strapped with my crew and my niggas in all that. Down for whatever. Niggas straight rowdy. Ask anyone from America. They'll tell you we bout it. Soldiers out there tank. Bustin', don't think. Lose your life if you blink. Fucking with them soldiers on that tank. Cause we know limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We know limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We know limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We know limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We know limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We know limit soldiers. I thought I told you. Let's get ready to rumble. Them niggas stumble. Hit them with a leg blow. Fuck it. Got death. Ready to go to war? Let's go. We kill them pillars. Drug dealers and killers. Fuck it. No limit soldier. Now picture me falling down. I stay fucking true. Nigga, fuck it. Nigga, do ya. Nigga, I come to life and I skate. All you bust like Freddy Krueger. Gangsta fight, nigga. Choose the game, nigga. Stay fuck pulling trigger. Fuck up all y'all niggas. Cause so fucking TRU. Represent. I thought you knew this. Killers, killers, killers. All I be around. Nigga, fucking fool. About face. There's no limit soldier. 1 to the 2 to the 3. Nigga, I try to told you. Everybody quiet. While I load up this right. Attention! Now all my soldiers start fighting. It's time to go deep cut. You can whip it like Danny Glover. Smother like Jenny. Ready. Go deep like Jim Kennedy. Fuck it, all y'all busters. Hoping that y'all get it. Plain bitch, where we ain't. I heard we had drama, motherfucker. Put up the biz and I'm trying to take. Cause all I want to be was a soldier. All I want to be was a soldier. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. I'm a no limit motherfucking soldier till I die. We run this place and I say the same shit with a gun up in my face. I ain't scared to die, bitch. Like I said before, ho. Third one. I'm from that motherfucking Cali. Project supported worldwide by drug dealers. Transforming whippy ass niggas into killers. Taking over worldwide, doing shows overseas. Bringing bitches to the telly. Put them hoes up on their knees. Gangsta fire like my motherfucking homies Gain and Naval. No limit. The world's #1 fucking rap label. Competition gets smoked like we smoking lunch. I take a player hate and knock out his fucking fronts. Ghost like, but now I'm slinging CDs, a million records. There used to be some quarter keys, true tattooed on my back, bitch. That's my clique. Ready to hop into some motherfucking gangster shit. I say no limit loud, cause we ain't scared of nobody. Organized by fear. Shit, I say, John got it real, niggas. Put your guns up if you feel me. But if you talk shit, bitch, you better kill me. Stall, I'm a hood for life. I told you. We be some motherfucking no limit true soldiers. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you.
Got my mind on top. Illicit thoughts feed the plot. Top priorities, the family, toast and royalties. My loyalty bees with the gang of true niggas. No colors, just a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers. Trust my pen is an infrared. Hollow tips be my lyrics dipped in venom. When I send them, they split your head wide open. My rhyme's so fire blunt, but you can't smoke nail one. Don't try to come, don't even touch the mic. My shit's so tight, it's more correct than right when I recite. Absolutely, you booty assholes and niggas perpetrate behind water gun triggers. Hurry up and figure out that studio guy, sketch hotties to the mouth. Who got the clout? Don't act surprised cause it's that bitch from the south. Me and ex-hole, you don't want no problems. Get so much respect, even your niggas call me mama. The biggest one to come, stomping out the NO, the crescent, testing, chin checking, wrecking Who wants to go to war with this lyrical arsonist? You're talking shit. I have you running for the thesaurus, cause I'm walking with the big dogs without hesitation. A lady like as ever, full of verbal annihilation, escaping, popos chasing. Wanna catch me, but they can't. I made them think, and now they too scared to run up on the tank. No limit, you can start it, but we niggas is the hardest to deal with. Keeps the steel and the plastic to peel with and reach, so we can touch your ass any place and leave a bout it skull foam your face. We soldiers.
No limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers.